Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is my review for A Lull in the Sea, Episode 1. I would have gotten Episode 2 recorded as well, but I think for the next possible couple of weeks, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get recorded because my mother's going to be wanting me to help her box things up, put things in the other room, move things around, stuff like that, until they're ready to start working on fixing the roof, and then getting their room up there, and then get everything fixed up there, and then put everything back, and then do the same thing to my room. But when they do the same thing to my room, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen with that. I don't know if the rider's going to be moved out of here. I don't know if it's going to be even feasible to do anything recording wise, so if that does happen, I will let you guys know ahead of time before it starts, so that way you guys won't be annoyed that I'm not uploading for however long this takes. So there's that. Anyway, A Lull in the Sea. Essentially there's the people who live in the sea, and then the people who live up top on the land. Really? 1 second. There we go. Now I have a little bit of privacy. Anyway, like I said, there's people above the land and people below the sea. At first, I was wondering, do the people above on the land know the people in the sea? Because if not, then there'd be that issue with that. But apparently they do know of each other. And they like to tease them about smelling like fish. Question. Is Hikari always so aggressive like that? Or is it something recent? And if it's something recent, then I could probably guess maybe puberty is coming through. Maybe the same thing's going on with Monica because that whole fish thing in her knee. Like, what the fuck is that? Even by fish standards, that should not be possible. But then again, this is anime. What am I saying? Crazier stuff has happened. Just ask Fooly Cooley. And no, I have not done reactions for that, but I do know of the infamous scene where the thing is coming out of the poor kid's forehead. Yeah, that is anime physics and anime logic at its finest. Anyway, they apparently attend school on land, and if they stay out of the water too much, they could dry out and have a hard time breathing. Which apparently, when it dries out, it's like fish scales molting, essentially. And Monica ends up running into a boy when he literally fished her up in a fishing net. And apparently, I'm guessing that they could possibly be a future couple, just based on that. And Hikari, oh my god, I'm probably gonna get roasted for how I pronounce the names. I apologize. Hikari, his reaction when he sees this, essentially, and the fact that he just goes out of his way to attack this guy. Either he doesn't like the people on the land in general, or he just doesn't like this guy at all. I don't know. I'm willing to bet it's that he doesn't like the kid, because he's, nice to Monica, being friendly with her. So, willing to bet if that's the case, he's jealous. Or he's starting to become jealous and possibly possessive of Monica. And I found it weird that dang it, what would I call him? What was his name? The guy who was acting pervy towards Monica and made her run away screaming. I don't blame her at all for that. And yeah, that guy is just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He said you smell like a female. Like, she is a female! What do you think she is? What was she before that? Now, if he had said you smell like a woman, then I could understand the implications, because she would usually probably smell like a girl, like a kid. No. Female is the general gender, not the... Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, so the next day she doesn't want to go to school because she has a literal fish head sticking out of her kneecap. Yeah. That confused the heck out of me. Like, I mean, I can understand them living under the sea. Okay, I can understand that. But that makes no god awful sense. What is that? Is that supposed to be the whole mating season thing? And her possibly hitting maybe puberty? And if so, she should have already hit puberty considering she has a bit of a chest. So, I think. Or maybe it was the other girl. I don't remember. This is how bad my memory is, guys. I just watched the episode not probably 10 minutes ago. Anyway, Hikari ends up helping her out by tying it up so nobody sees it. Because I imagine people would talk. Like, possibly speculating, what the heck is that ugly thing sticking out of her knee? And, it could get worse. So I can understand him doing that. And the girls won't leave her alone because of her shiny skin, which I'm thinking is the Anna they were seeing. Oh, apparently we get a little bit of a lore lesson in this episode involving the people of the land and the people of the ocean. Which makes me... I did mention this in the reaction, so if the people that we see in the show are descendants of the people who were... of the girl who was sent away in the boat, then what happened to the people who were supposed to be descendants of the actual original people of the ocean? Because not everybody went up to the land. So, what happened with that? What happened with them? Did they go extinct or something? Maybe we'll get an answer. If you do, don't tell me. Just tell me I'll get an answer in due time. Anyway, she ends up running off because, she tried to move away from the girls and it bumped her knee and the fish head made a noise that sounded like it farted. And the girls obviously thought she had farted. And this embarrassed her even more, so she ran off. And the others went off looking for her, but they had to go back in the ocean because they were getting dried out and worn out and all that as well. Thankfully, the kid from before, who fished her out, found her, brought her home, and his grandfather, I'm guessing, rightfully told him to put her in a bathtub, put lots of salt in there, and let her rest. He essentially knew what to do. And while she's recovering, he unties the thing on her knee because it was moving around and making noises. And she obviously freaks out because she is embarrassed by it, probably has no idea what it is. And essentially told him to not look at it. And he tries to actually feed the little fish head because it's acting like it's hungry. And apparently if she feeds it, it would grow. Which means, what would it grow? What would it grow into? A full-on fish? And if so, would it separate from her or something? In which case, I would say go for it. Or would something else happen? Would she become like a mermaid or something with fish scales or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, he ends up walking her back to where they end up meeting up with Hikari, and he sees him with her and freaks out, acting like he had done something bad to Monica, which if that was the case, she would be running away from him, not running with him. This kid is getting possessive. So, I don't know why Monica puts up with that behavior of his. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot in the show. Anyway, I will see everybody next time.